It ain't going yet. What's up? Rick Paulton, not Ryan Inman. Brewster, he's so cool. Ryan Inman. I'm used to pointing. It took me like so long to get this down because really I'm pointing to the left and my thing on the screen's pointing to the right.
As you pop Ryan in the face.
The wrong way, and I finally got it down, but now I do this and then this, and you're usually over there. He's usually over there, but now you're over there, and I'm
I think I got it figured out, Rick.
See, last week I'm not on the show at all. This week I actually show up to the studio.
It's all crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's bizarre world, sure.
We got Megan and Josh in the house. Josh is the second comment tonight, right behind Megan. Usually the first. This is the second time he got beat. But thanks for tuning in, guys. We are going to be talking Phantasm eventually. Eventually, we're going to talk Phantasm. We have some other stuff to get into before then. We have, I made a ticker to remind me of all the stuff, or most of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Business stuff. Business stuff. I got this Buy Me a Coffee gimmick. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
I have.
Buy Me a Coffee. It's a thing that they have for podcast creators and stuff. So it's sort of like, what do you call it? A Patreon, but like where Patreon, you pay X amount of dollars every month.
Mm-hmm.
This, anytime you feel like you want to, you could throw me and the guys a couple dollars to cost them a cup of coffee, and it'll go into like a pool, and we'll use that to do things on the show. I got the idea from Getker Society. They were doing it last week, and on their show, because they just revamped their whole thing, which we're actually going to be doing again. I
was going to say, you don't even drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
A Mountain Dew guy over here. Buy me Mountain Dew.
Oh, you don't drink coffee either?
It's the it's the theoretical coffee. So, we don't really have to drink the coffee. So
if there's actual coffee money, though, that would all be mine then by default. Because I drink a shitload of coffee.
You have to use it for coffee, though.
What if I want
It's like gas.
I guess use it for coffee.
Let's see.
Oh.
Tiki.
There he is.
Whole review. It doesn't make sense. A Phantasm review in one sentence. We're going to get into that.
Thanks for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
All right, that's it. Enjoy your hour.
But so, all right, I got to wait for the ticker to start over because I forget what else we were talking about. But anyway, the Buy Me a Coffee thing, there's the link there. buymeacoffee.com/whole damn enchilada pod. You can throw me and the guys $1 or $2 to help us go to cons, upgrade equipment, pay somebody to edit stuff for us instead of just using Tiki. Yes. Maybe pay Tiki.
Megan,
Tiki, our producer.
Megan is correct, by the way.
I gotta start reading
that last one.
And then I want to thank everybody that's ordered shirts. We still got that going on. Bob Elmore signed and certified 8x10. Yeah, Ryan just got his. Brewster's is sitting over there on my bed. And I'm wearing one of the
that one now, you fucking pervert.
And see, it's got right over here. This is all over the back, really big. This is a sweet hoodie. It's a relatively cheap hoodie too, because I put the shirts and stuff as cheap as I can, because it'll let you designate the price, and I put them as low as they let me. So like we make $1 or $2 off of everything we sell.
So how much we make off of selling Ryan?
Selling Ryan, I mean that could be good money if we put Ryan on the site, because you can add your own stuff there. I don't know how legal that'd be. We end up like Great Northern Mall where the Phoenix Theater is. They busted that today, a massage parlor in there. You hear about that?
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about this. I'm good with this one.
That's all I know about it. But yeah, besides 4 of them in Northeast Ohio busted today, but one of them was in Great Northern Mall. I almost hit that place up. I didn't know it was like the
I'm sure you did.
I was just gonna get my back massaged or whatever because my back's all fucked.
Yeah, me too.
I would have been in there. I'd have been like Deshaun Watson or what's the guy Kraft from the Patriots? Vince McMahon.
Yeah, and Justin
All
Tucker
those
now
guys.
too. Apparently.
Oh, I thought Justin Tucker's thing was much more than massages. I
Oh.
thought he had some crazy shit going on.
I don't know.
But nevertheless,
Well,
I digress.
he'd just kick him if they talk.
I got our promo for this week.
Right on. So we got the Bob Elmore thing. We're gonna give that away on August 18th, Texas Chainsaw Day. On that day, we're also going to release. I think we're gonna maybe release the interview we did with Adam Marcus and his lovely wife Deborah Sullivan.
Oh,
We
that's
might
right.
do that later on in the week. I'm not sure.
I forgot
But-
about that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
No, shoot that on a Thursday. That was like a film for later.
We did it on a Monday, and Adam talked about some stuff that he didn't want to get out yet anyway, and we just wanted to have that in the can because it was the only time he could record with us, and I wanted it for this month, which is Texas Chainsaw Month, because we talked about his role in Texas Chainsaw 3D, which 2 of the movies are supposed to be coming to my house: Texas Chainsaw 2003 and The Beginning in 4K. The 4K releases come out this month. So we're going to, even though we're starting Phantasm, because it's August, we're going to do some Texas Chainsaw stuff too. And we'll have to do part 1 sometime this month because I'm not going to make Ryan just do movies he hates. We'll do the one because I want to celebrate Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what I mean? So I don't want to just, hey, we're celebrating Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Ryan's like, this sucks, that sucks, this sucks. So we're gonna do at least for sure the one that I know that he likes. So,
A lot more than I used to.
yeah. So we'll have that going on. We're gonna actually go see that in the theater on Texas Chainsaw Day. So we will not be live that day. That's a Monday anyway.
18th is a Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday anyway. So
I know because that's my car payment.
We're doing Jaws too, aren't we?
the payment on his business.
My car payment is always on the 18th.
Yeah.
We're doing Jaws as well, aren't we?
We're gonna do Jaws this month too. There's a lot of stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this month. Not horror related, but I'm gonna go see it.
Jesus Christ.
And then we also have the contact the page for Friday the 13th mask made by this gentleman here. 3, 4, and 5. He has some ready to go. He can ship to you. As always, you can support us and get a discount on awesome signed merch from our sponsor that I always forget to mention, CSR Collectibles. Use the promo code Enchiladas. Next week, we will be joined by Troy from Terror Tours. And if you don't know what Terror Tours is, go to terrortours.rip. That's their website. And follow them on Facebook. What they do is they go to a city. They haven't been to Ohio yet, but I'm going to talk to them about it when we have them on. And it goes to a city, and like last year, I think it was New Jersey. They go to like 5 or 6 haunted houses in the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in that area. Some of the best haunts there is, and they give VIP treatment above what they usually treat their VIPs. Like one of the haunts that he's going to in Pittsburgh, this year's in Pittsburgh, is going to be cooking us dinner and everything like that. I'm going to that for one of the days, and we're going to talk about that. And
You'll be getting that VIP treatment akin to what you were getting at Great Northern Mall.
yeah.
No. That's very hands-on at the Great Northern Mall.
All right. And so we'll be talking to him about that. It's not 100% sure it's this week because he said he has something else that might take precedence and he might have to bump us and come on the week after. But there's a couple tickets left for that tour, so we wanted to get him on to talk about that. And since Cleveland is pretty close to Pittsburgh, and most of our listeners are from Cleveland, we do have some in Pittsburgh. I figured he might be able to get a couple ticket sales, and it'll be easy content for us.
I already have like a marketing campaign for that site. I'm at War for Terror Tours, something like that.
Sepultura.
I don't know.
All right. Let's see. Greetings, cool Ryan. You were released from that room. Your kidnappers must be fans, or just figured they wouldn't get a dime.
Yeah.
No, I think Ryan just talked their ear off until they let him go.
And Megan says she's going to see Nobody 2 next week in theater. Awesome.
Oh, I love the first one of those.
Yeah, I heard good things.
It was
I
really
probably
good.
heard from you.
I saw it in the theater with Pat
It
Fleming.
was like I got a hand over
really
Brewster's
good.
face here. Let's move.
Not
over there.
horror adjacent, it's all action.
Yeah, right on.
But it's great. I love Bob Odenkirk. So.
I just watched him in Run Ronnie Run earlier today.
I like him in everything. He's just great.
He had a
is
cameo
I was
in
wondering if
For
he
the
could
Stone,
carry-
I think, too.
I was wondering if he could carry an action movie, and the answer was yes, he could.
a resounding yes.
He had a fucking heart attack while making it and still finished it.
like the Saturday Night Live, the Bears skit, the guys do, they have a heart attack and just keep going like.
No, he for real did. It was wild.
Well, I know but I'm saying they just keep going, so he just kept going.
I think he got a day off.
Oh, what is
I would
this?
hope.
Oh, this is me and what time I got to be at work in the morning. Oh, this sucks. Let's see.
Dead air.
I know it's riveting.
Thrilling.
Looks like I got to be at work at 6:30, so I will not be going to see Weapons tonight. I was considering it.
Oh, did anyone see Together? I missed that one.
Literally right as you said that.
Oh, Josh, you guys going to see Weapons this
Like-
weekend? I am, so I can be ready for DCS.
You said that.
And I didn't see Together, no, but
I missed that this week, so now it's going to set me back because Weapons is this week. I think something else is the following week.
Put that up.
this one, I sat down this week and watched Bring Her Back and Stream. Both were amazing movies.
No.
Well, you're right on one of those.
Yeah. Stream is fucking horrible. I don't care. Every time somebody brings that up, it was so bad that I just have to.
I don't know if it was that bad. I don't think it was that bad. I thought it had its merits. I really did.
Worst horror movie of last year. That's what That's
The
what got my
worst.
vote. Yeah. Because it was so over friggin' hyped. The shit was 2 hours long, man.
It was long.
Yeah, you
Had everybody in it just to be in it.
Oof, yeah. It didn't make any friggin' sense.
Didn't make a lot of sense. They were cool kills.
And it was just Terrifier blood. You know,
Yeah.
you could tell it was him doing it.
Well, I thought that was the highlight of
And
it.
it was David Howard Thornton.
I thought David Howard
Just-
Thornton was awesome.
I love that guy as a person, but man, I don't like him.
Right on. I mean, I don't.
Was he
Stream
in Stream?
Good, but it wasn't as bad as he thinks it is.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
What about you, Brewster? What'd you think of Stream?
I didn't see it yet.
Oh wow,
It was one of the few I missed last year, and I got fucking backed up in July.
it's not as good as the Mickey Mouse movie they did.
Oh,
I like that.
Steamboat.
I love that movie.
It was better than the Mousetrap. That was absolute garbage.
Oh yeah, I'm
See,
not gonna see that.
It wasn't there for a long time. It was there for a bad time.
Dude, did you guys see that Bambi one?
No, you see it. I seen you in
I
the
saw.
theater.
Yeah, I saw.
I
it.
it was like a short run, so I didn't get to see that. I did get to see something else that was on like a 3-day run. Ick.
Yes, I missed that
great.
one. I know. Ick and the Home. I missed
Oh,
those,
those
those
are really
two
good.
and
I think
Together.
The Home is still in theaters.
I got to make a list. I don't have time to go except for Mondays.
Well, I'm always down on a Monday, man. I'll go see something I already seen. If you want somebody to go with, just let me know. I don't care.
All right, we'll figure it out. Because the problem is if there's one movie on a Friday and consecutive Fridays, and it's kind of hard if I miss one of those because one might not be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard because like there's they come out limited releases, not limited releases, but shorter showings these days that they suck.
Right on.
JP Cross in the house.
JP Cross.
Hey, Jason, what's up,
your
buddy?
guys' ass and filled in for you last week.
Yeah.
The two of yous.
I knew he wasn't going to miss this shit.
Jason Pitts. I just got home from seeing Weapons, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I gotta get to
It is. It looks really good. It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
There was something else that had a really low score on Rotten Tomatoes. Was it Together? I don't know. Something else that just came out. Brewster, are you watching tapes from Sinister? I'm getting that vibe from that house.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't really either. I
I remember the tapes in Sinister he watched in the attic.
I didn't see Sinister, so I
And
don't. I
that
was
was-
pretending I got it, but then you just, yeah.
I'm getting that vibe from that house. Does my house look like Sinister? I mean, is everybody's asking?
Never seen the movie. But Charles Sherrod after us tonight is going to be talking some more Hellraiser if you didn't get enough from us.
Oh,
My condolences.
I recommend tuning in though because the first 20 minutes or so of his shows are awesome. They're always just Charles just ranting about fucking everything, and they're very entertaining. And then you watch a movie with them, and it's usually a good movie. Hellraiser is a great movie. Tonight they're doing the first one, so if you haven't seen the first one in a while, tune in and watch it. But I won't be watching too many after that with him.
No, There's a lot to rant about once you get past the first couple of those.
Tiki says very sinister as she gets it. I don't because I've never seen the movie. JP, they are doing. What movie are you guys doing tonight? They're doing. I don't remember. It's a movie I've never seen them.
I haven't been. Yeah, that's why I didn't watch the last couple of weeks because they were going over movies
Super
in theaters
superhero
that I haven't
movies.
seen yet.
Yeah, then you're not gonna see because I'm not a superhero guy.
No, I'll watch them when they come to streaming. I just won't pay to go to the
Fuck, I totally missed Fantastic Four in theaters.
It was good, man.
Yeah. I'll
Was it
watch
really?
it streaming.
I liked it. I liked Superman
Dark
better.
City, okay.
Dark City. I liked Superman better,
Yeah.
but but Superman was exactly what you expected it to be. It was Superman. Like there was no like Fantastic Four takes you into some dark places, where you get really it's an emotional roller coaster.
Dude,
Where Superman beats up the bad guys, everybody's happy.
dude, spoilers.
Mhm.
Superman is like Superman.
Yeah,
Was not
absolutely.
Was not expected.
Wow, I thought it'd be more like Green Lantern.
No.
Or Green Hornet, the one that Michel Gondry directed. It was really strange.
Who was in that?
What Superman?
Seth
No,
Rogen.
Green Hornet. There we go. Yeah.
Seth Rogen, Green Hornet, yeah.
And that Asian kid whose name
That Asian kid. They all look alike. That's what you're saying, man. That's the Asian kid.
I said the Asian kid whose name escapes
Yeah,
me.
because you're just throwing them all, lumping them together.
Oh my god.
What's up, guys? Award-winning St. John's, Michigan Jason in the house.
Save me, Rob Dell.
He
Who won yet another award.
did. He beat me. He beat me at
Again.
Motor City Nightmares. He got the scariest costume. Green Lantern was awesome, and Superman. Yeah, he was. Guy Gardner. That was my introduction to Green Lantern when I was a kid. When I was started reading Green Lantern. That's the guy that was Green Lantern.
See,
Wasn't Nathan Fillion playing him in this? We talking about comics now? How did this happen?
see,
I don't know. It's just getting all crazy. We are going to talk about Phantasm, I promise.
my introduction to that stuff when I was a kid is I didn't have one because I wasn't a fucking nerd.
Yes, you were. You were just a different nerd.
I had music.
I'm with Charles for his Doctor Doom comment.
Would need a TV series explaining the origin best, but it'll be Disney doing it, so maybe not. You're maybe right.
You can thank Rick for that, Rob. He beat me up and took it.
Yeah, Ryan made the mask. I acquired it for
He
you.
kicked my ass and took it. So there you go.
And apparently we're supposed to give Tiki an award.
Award so I can have a sick intro like that. Yeah, we'll come up with something between this week and next week. I'll come up with something really cool.
Get the Golden Bong Award.
Yeah, but I mean, I need a reason to give it to him. I'll come up with something. But
I can come up with a reason to give him a Golden Bong.
I'm gonna throw my dime in my gumball machine here.
Ooh.
Every time it gives you two. I don't know why.
So it should be a nickel.
They are a nickel, don't we?
Oh yeah, why not?
All right.
Right out of the They Live gumball machine.
Yeah. Because why not? Award-winning East Side Tiki in the house. You don't live on the East Side.
Did he used to?
I don't know.
I'm like, I was looking at which gumball to pick, but they were both orange. So,
Well, yours is yellow.
oh, what?
I hope there weren't any hardcore Phantasm fans waiting on this episode, Rick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's been 17, 18 minutes. We're going to get into Phantasm. We'll get into it right now just because.
That sounds fantastic.
But
Fantastic, right? Yeah. The gumball kind of hard to get
It
started.
is.
Yeah, maybe it was a bad idea. It was a bad idea to do the gumball right now.
He did.
Oh,
hey, JP's in there.
He did it.
All right, JP's a hardcore Phantasm fan. I'll talk because you guys are sucking on balls.
Yes, we are. When is the first time you've seen Phantasm, Brewster? We'll start.
When I was in junior high school, so early 90s.
Power.
Yeah, these are the tearjerker ones. Yeah.
Mm.
Early 90s. First time I've seen it was in the mid 80s.
Yeah.
This one played a lot in my house. My sister was a big fan of this franchise, I think. And if she was watching, she could tell me, but she doesn't have time for us. So, but I think she was the one that was a fan of this franchise.
I'm going to guess mid to late 80s on cable TV, HBO or something. Cinemax. Actually, this seemed more like a movie Showtime would have showed at like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. We didn't have cable, so I know that's not how we watch it. We would
I
have.
liked it as a kid because there was tits in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of those tits, those are stunt tits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right away too.
They're not her tits.
You get like opening credit tits, you know?
You do, yeah.
And the other guy that played Jody used a stunt ass because she used stunt tits, so he didn't want to show his ass.
Oh yeah.
So it was not
hanging
his
around the tombstone there.
Yeah.
I don't know, Cheeky. JP's
Fantastic, brought back the Frankenstein vibes of grave robbing, great photography and editing, no fucking CGI practical effects. Absolutely. And he says she's a liar because no one is a big fan of Phantasm.
JP is. He's in here.
Don Cascarelli did Phantasm. He also did one of his favorite films, John Dies at the End. John Dies in the End is fucking amazing. So that's my next thing to get into. Don Cascarelli was the director here. And he directed John Dies at the End, which had our friend, the lost Leatherface himself, Brett Wagner, in it, which is the reason I watched it, because when we were at Cinema Wasteland, Brett Wagner was there. So they were showing that movie because they wanted to show something with Brett Wagner in it, and that was what it was. And JP's been talking about that movie forever. So I went over there to watch it. And
fucking Tiki.
No, not that one, Brewster.
The one I left you?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. But
that's the cutting room floor stuff, too hot for TV.
Yeah. But John Dies at the End is pretty freaking sweet. All right.
I gotta see that one. My buddies Matt and Mickey, they
like
swear by that movie. I gotta have them over for movie night.
It's relatively new, yeah. St. John's, Michigan, Jason. I remember Phantasm when he snuck in to see Friday the 13th. I walked over 5 miles every night for over 3 weeks.
Uphill in the snow, both ways. Right?
Both ways, yeah.
Killed a grizzly bear with his loose leaf notebook.
I don't trust JP's opinions. We have the same ones usually, and he sucks. Yeah. There's probably a good reason to not trust his opinions because they're the same as yours, Tiki. Right on. So, what? Let's see. I didn't write the cast list like I usually do because
Angus Scrim. That's the one I remember. Oh, and Reggie.
Yeah.
That's the one that matters. He's the tall man.
And don't forget Reggie.
Reggie Bannister.
I don't think anyone from the first one returned to the second or third one, so it doesn't fucking matter.
A. Michael Baldwin, who was Mike. And I just like him because his name, A. Michael. There was a Halloween guy who played Michael Myers named A. Michael Lerner.
Oh shit.
It was a learner, yeah.
Reggie Bannister was actually a flower delivery guy for Sunnyside Mortuary, which was the cemetery in the movie.
You know who you remind me? I haven't seen this in a long time. I saw these movies years back, but I hadn't seen it in so many years. I get Clint Howard vibes.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Ice Cream Man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you. Trust me, it's on my notes.
Yeah, totally.
Everything could
I
be
got more notes in my pocket.
Yeah, totally get like Clint Howard.
And I don't know if it was because he was driving the ice cream truck.
Yeah.
With a bald, weird-looking head. You know, who knows?
The bow tie. And,
yeah. Every time everyone returns for the second one, or all of the main cast is the same as the original part two. Part two, Mike was recast because of the studio. Oh, okay. And
gotcha.
And of course, Angus Scrim's in all of them.
He was in what I watched earlier this year. He was in
Angus Scrim?
Subspecies, one of those full moon movies. They're me and Cass did a podcast.
They would definitely be down with.
And they're actually showing part two that at Church of Chills this October.
He actually ended up having more credits than I thought he would.
All right. So my initial thoughts after watching this, especially after the end, was this seemed like a pilot to a TV show to me, with hundreds of unanswered questions. And now I'm hoping that the next, and I know it's not going to happen because we're not that lucky, but I'm hoping in the next 4 movies, it fleshes out the rest of the story and we're like, wow, this is the greatest thing ever.
So the ending at the time, we going into spoiler territory? How are we doing this here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This movie's 46 years old.
Yeah, what happened? I mean, he saved the day, but then he wakes up and they didn't save the day. So it's like...
It was a dream.
Yeah, it was...
But then we see the tall man at the end.
Yeah, he drags him through the mirror.
We're going right to the end. Why not?
Through the mirror.
Yeah, so that lets you know that the tall man actually existed and that Reggie didn't die. His brother did die.
Yeah.
But who knows? And Tiki's ruining our weekend, says it'll never make sense. And JP says, prepare to be upset.
I love it.
So we're not going to get answers to all of this. And speaking of this, DCS just did a thing a couple months ago where they compared the Phantasm series to the Nightmare on Elm Street series, and they're huge Phantasm fans, especially Colonel and Zigzag. And Crank wasn't on that episode, so those two and Steve Faze, they're all huge Phantasm fans. And I had the people that do Scarefest gave me 2 VIP passes last year, but I couldn't get down there because I didn't have money to take I couldn't take the days off. You know, it would have cost me $600-700 just to take the days off, right. And then I got to get there, and then I got to get a hotel, you know, everything like that. So it was so awesome that they gave me those free passes, and I appreciate it. I ended up passing them on because they did a huge Phantasm reunion to those guys because, I mean, there was nobody better to give them to. And it was like, one, right. They got a bigger show than we do, so they're going to talk about you more. And two, they're the biggest Phantasm fans in the world. So they were able to go down there for that to meet and greet everybody and watch the panel. And during the panel, they start to talk to Don Cascarelli about different things, and they're getting them to open up, and then somebody interrupts their question. You can watch the panel on the YouTube channel, and they don't get any answers then either. You know, they're about to get some answers for some of this stuff that doesn't make any sense, and then it gets cut off, ironically. And JP says, you will get confusing answers. And Grizz says, I apologize for being tardy. That's all good, man. We just got into the Phantasm talk about 6 or 7 minutes ago, so we're not too deep into it. So chewing on gumballs during the podcast is a bad idea. Yeah. We won't do that next time. You can go whenever you're done with it, you can just stick it to the desk and we'll take care of it later.
Oh, right. Just stick it underneath the table. That's what Rick does.
Just like school. Yeah, like school.
Yeah.
Add it to the boogers.
No, I should not rocket those on the wall. They're a big wall of boogers.
The magic nose goblins.
My lime seltzer will.
Right on.
Much better.
Megan says she'd rather be upset than deal with Children of the Corn franchise.
Stop it.
Oh, good Lord. Please tell me we're not doing that franchise.
I think JP assured us that we're never going to do that.
Yeah, even he's just like, no, man.
Well, he's trying to encourage us to because he wants us to suffer with him. The more you look for answers, the more disappointed you will get. Mystery is best, trust me. We'll see. We'll see because we're going to be doing this, and we're going to simultaneously do a couple of the Texas Chainsaw Massacres.
There's a fine line between mystery and convolution.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
You can be mysterious and not convoluted, but can you be convoluted but not mysterious?
Well, so let me.
That's the question.
I was watching the movie before we came on. I get off at 2, come home, get dinner started, got kids to feed. So I turn on the movie, fell asleep. Had to rewind the movie, started again. Thank God it's only an hour and a half. This happened 2 or 3 times. But my notebook was here. I was over there. I had to take notes on my phone.
I'm still over there.
So far away.
Yeah, I didn't want to get up. So I had to take notes on my phone because I didn't want to get up. So what my favorite line in the movie was when he's working on the car.
Mm-hmm.
So awful. So 1970s. He's working. Why is the kid working on the car anyway? Yeah, why is the kid driving the car? He's 13 years old. And by the way, he was legit driving that 71 Cuda. They taught him how to drive. He didn't know how to drive. 13-year-old. It's a car that's worth $500,000 today. All right. So you're working on the car, and then the little wannabe Jawas.
Mm-hmm. I was going to call them the Dinks from Spaceballs.
Yeah, who? Ironically, though, these were first because this film was started before Star Trek was released. Star Wars. Thank you. Before Star Wars was released, even though Star Wars came out first. It's one of them weird.
Star Wars
timeline got all fucked up.
Star Wars was already filming before this was. This started filming in 77. Star Wars started filming in 76.
Well, I don't know. According to what I read, he got these Jawas before Jawas were a thing. Way. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Lorena, what's up? Here, not here. Right on. So, yeah, so he goes, he's trying to tell his brother, like, these things are after me, these things are after me. His brother goes, You sure it's not the retard Timmy from down the street? The retarded kid Timmy. Just so casually, like it's probably that retarded kid Timmy from down the street. You can't even say shit like that now, dude.
Well, you just did twice. Maybe that should be the promo now.
Okay.
The bad line was right before that, where he's under the car and he's freaking out. They're like, "You hit my fucking foot with a hammer," or something. And isn't that the only swear word in the movie?
There weren't many.
There were not.
Retarded. I mean, is that swear or what?
And nowadays it is.
I mean, like curse.
Nowadays that would get bleeped before fucking.
Well, back then that word they wouldn't have cared about, but
what word?
You made it to the air. You know?
They didn't explain how Michael Myers could drive, but people accepted it. But then a comic explained it, and it was the dumbest fucking thing. Mystery can be better. Right on. I had to look up that skip for the comic. So yeah, that was crazy. I was just like, I just lost my shit.
Oh, I didn't accept that though. I hated part 5, man, and I blasted Michael Myers driving in that movie when we covered it.
Right on. I'm gonna get rid of this gum. It's annoying. So, Gumball Machine, awesome. Eating gumballs while doing the podcast, not awesome.
Yeah, not a good idea.
I like the Giallo style blood and gore.
I was gonna mention that, like, it really
not because it looked good.
No.
But because it reminded me of Giallos, and I just recently started getting into Italian horror, and I really like them.
I really got a Fulci vibe from the sphere kill.
Yeah.
And then especially when the dude pissed the floor, too. It seems like something he would have done. And the blood was so obviously fake looking, like close up.
Yeah,
when
it was like
the way it looked better.
It was like red paint, but not even blood red paint.
But a lot of the Fulci stuff, the blood looks so bad, though. I've commented on that.
Yeah. No, it does. It does.
Looks like dyed water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's too thin.
I think it's thicker.
It's too thin.
Well, it depends on which movie, you know.
The Beyond.
The Beyond, maybe.
It's like rusty water.
The fortune teller granny looked like Ozzy Osbourne, complete with throne. Tell me she didn't.
Yeah. I forgot the fortune teller who was not really a fortune teller, or not really a psychic, because they were scamming him.
What do you mean they were scamming? She was making boxes disappear and shit. How was
They were laughing at him after he walked away. After he paid him and left, they were laughing at him.
I don't know, man. It's kind of, dude, they had some voodoo shit going on or something. There was like boxes literally disappearing into thin air.
Yeah, they would disprove that on Mythbusters nowadays. So,
all right, but nevertheless, she looked like Ozzy Osbourne. She did. She had the round glasses and everything. The long, stringy hair, sitting in a big ass black throne. And who thought it was a good idea for Mike to be in Jody's custody after his parents died? This guy's, letting him drive cars, run around the city, doing whatever he wants. He's peeping Tom while people are getting busy with guys that are girls in the graveyard. That's a weird thing.
Right. That always creeped me out as a kid, knowing that he was basically almost fucking an old dude.
Well, as a kid, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
As a kid, there's a switch, and I just thought they were just trying to scare you by showing the guy's face. I didn't get that they were one and the same.
Right.
He's got the 13-year-old kid driving the Cuda, which again is like $1 million car today. Bill Goldberg, he sold his for like $1.5 million, and it was almost the same car. But nevertheless, 13-year-old driving while Jody is spraying buckshot out of the sunroof. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, there you go. Reggie giving me Clint Howard vibes. Might be because of the ice cream truck.
You guys remember Clint Howard was in an episode of Seinfeld?
I've seen very few Seinfeld episodes, so I haven't seen it. But I'm sure you've seen it. Clint Howard in Seinfeld, is that ringing a bell?
Maybe. Do you remember when they go to was it California to get Kramer in season?
Oh,
yeah. He's the whatever serial killer they were looking for, because he's sitting in the back of a cop car. He's like, "Oh, Ann Landers sucks."
Yep, that's right.
Has there ever been a more famous brother to have like a least famous, sort of famous brother like Clint Howard and Ron Howard?
Right.
I mean, are they the white version of Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy?
Charlie Murphy.
Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. They fucked Bill Goldberg, ruined the Hitman. Yes, he did. He ruined the Hitman's career.
When referencing Bret Hart, though, you have to say Bill Goldberg. You have to say that.
Oh, I see. He did. He did say it. Yeah. I like it when Mike takes a shotgun shell and attaches it to a hammer and blows a hole in the door. Because, why not? Why not? Of course. They're just letting this 13-year-old do whatever he wants, man. He's like,
that car scene is so fucking weird.
I like
the whole movie's weird.
Oh yeah.
I think the score is my favorite part of the movie.
Yes!
I love the score of the movie.
I will almost guarantee that if Ryan prepared a top 5, bottom 5, top 3, bottom 5.
I have 5 and 5.
Okay, I guarantee that's going to be on it. It's going to be on the top. Well, maybe not, because I thought he was going to be really into the Beyond score, and that might have been in his bottom 5 of that movie.
It was.
I saw it. I rewatched it again about last April or a year ago. Last April for my buddy Mike's. He has the midnight movie once a couple months, and that was it. It was the first one I went to, and yeah, I watched it for free there, and it holds up for me. I mean, I liked it. I mean, but I didn't pay much attention when I was a kid because I was a junior high school, and all I did was keep rewinding the tit scene over and over again. You know?
Yeah. I mean, and like, you know, it was different. They did something different with this movie. It wasn't like every other horror movie. It was very 70s, though, man.
Yeah.
There was people on some acid, I think. You know, some of the things, like the big white room behind the mausoleum where the tuning fork thing that took you to the other dimension, because why? I mean, there's acid involved there. I'm sorry.
And then those little demons are in like black barrels.
What
Yeah.
are those things called? Gravers, Reavers, something like that?
Maybe they call it Ravagers because one of the movies.
No, I think the Gravers were the zombies and Reavers were those little dinks.
The dinks.
Yeah.
Dink, dink. All right.
You guys are right in sync with that one.
Yeah. So why don't you pull out your top 5 and bottom 5, because that'll give us something to spin off and talk about here.
I can go on my phone since I'm not recording on it.
Yeah, I came up with a good idea that we're going to work on. I text you guys in the group today. Have you ever seen ESPN Around the Horn? Have you ever seen that?
I read it.
I know you have.
No, I don't watch ESPN.
Yeah, well, I'll send you some videos of what they do, and we're gonna do that in some of the reviews. And it's a really cool idea. Anybody in the comments have seen Around the Horn? We're not today, obviously, because I came up with this idea driving my car on the way to work today.
Yeah, I got the text.
But I didn't have time to prepare for it, so I just want to say it out loud, because once you write something, say something, then you commit it to memory, and then there it is. Okay, I'm good. Top 5, bottom 5. What you going for?
I'm actually going to jump into the bottom 5 because number 5 is exactly what Megan just put there. And
All right.
Where did Jesus it is, and I'll show it.
I believe it.
My number 5 least favorite thing about Phantasm 1979 is some of the music cues get repetitive.
They do, but they're so good, I don't care.
We'll get to that, but
All right.
there's one cue in particular got played like 6 times. That's too much.
Is it the opening one?
No.
Okay, I was going to say that was only supposed to be played once, but then they decided we need more of that. We need more cowbell.
Yeah,
that's kind of where they went with it.
Still, though, you can't play the same cue 6 times.
Yeah, all right. I don't know.
You can't. Yeah. Number 4. My number 4 least favorite thing about Phantasm was that fly creature thing. I like a lot of the effects in this movie.
Oh, that was bad.
That was horrendous.
That was bad, man. That there was no reason for it.
When it comes out of that box and lands in it, it looks like a stupid toy from the fucking dollar store.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was bad.
Like, I could make something with shit around the house that looks better than that in an afternoon. Like, I bet you I could do it. And make it look more real.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Look like a toy.
Yeah.
That was really, really bad.
And it wasn't moving. They were moving with it. And...
My number 3 least favorite thing about this film, and some people, probably a lot of people disagree with this, this is just my personal taste, it was a little bit too sci-fi-ish for me. I don't like my horror to be overly sci-fi-y. It's a little bit too much in the sci-fi realm for me.
I usually don't, but sometimes I do.
Yeah.
This was okay.
Yeah, like, again, just a little bit over that sci-fi line to where it was almost more sci-fi than horror in some ways. And I can elaborate on that, but let me finish this.
All right.
My number 2 least favorite thing, and I think Tiki will agree with me the most on this, it's just way too all over the place.
It is all over the place.
It's like...
Well, and I was thinking that while I was watching it, but then when we get to the end, and they kind of tell us the whole thing's been a dream, and dreams are all over the place, I kind of accepted it better.
I did, but then...
But if I don't get the answers, and I don't think I'm going to, according to the comments, I'm going to be upset.
It's like the great Maynard James Keenan said in the famous Tool lyrics, seems like I'm slipping into a dream within a dream.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
all fine and dandy if we get results and we're not going
but
to.
That's where the convolution that I was referring to earlier comes in. It's just too all over the place. Like a little bit of mystery is good, but when you work yourself into a shoot.
Yeah.
And my number one least favorite thing about this, and it's a big one, besides Angus Scrimm, who was terrific, the acting in this movie is fucking horrible. It's horrible. I don't care what anyone says. It's bad. Reggie's okay. But everybody else is, especially the kid, he's awful. He's terrible.
I didn't have a problem with
it. I thought he was awful. The brother's not good either, but the kid is terrible.
Tiki says, I watch it every 2 years thinking I'll understand it now, and it never happens.
Well, the definition of insanity is,
great reference. Yeah.
So, yeah, those are my least favorite things.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about those a little bit?
You got anything you really didn't like about this movie, Brewster?
No, the kid got on my fucking nerves. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
That actor's bad. And like they said, the studio wanted to replace him. I could see why. He sucked.
I wanted to replace him.
You know, Don Coscarelli, I meant to say earlier, he was like 21 or 22 when he started shooting this.
Something like that, yeah. Early mid-20s. Yes.
Yeah. Well, depending on I seen two different things. I seen one that said they shot in 77, and I seen one that said they shot in 78. So he was 22 or 23, depending on which one of those is
really
young. Really young, yeah. And a $300,000 budget. Since I didn't go over that earlier, it's on a different paper that
it's on a post-it note somewhere sitting around there.
Hey, I just jot stuff down.
And they were renting the equipment and working on weekends.
Yeah,
turning it to the store to save money.
Yeah, he'd rent it on a Friday because he didn't own any movie equipment. And if you rented something on like a Monday, you'd have to bring it back on a Tuesday, but they were closed Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
So he rented on a Friday, got the 1 day rental, return on Monday.
Day.
He has 3 days.
1 business day.
Saving money.
And it's cool too because then the actors only really worked weekends, so they could work their real jobs.
Yeah, and I'm sure most of them at that point had those.
Other than Scrim, actually, no, Scrim used.
He was a theater actor, and he was probably done with it.
He did liner notes for albums and actually.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
He could do that at home during the week and do this acting on the weekends.
$300,000 budget, made $12 million. 12 million, yes.
Wow.
I mean, actually, who knows? Because that number, the box office number, usually adds in
releases
in video rentals. Is usually part of it. Got a 6.6 on IMDb. Don Coscarelli was offered Conan the Destroyer, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, TCM 2003, and Warlock 3, but he turned down all of them. I would have liked to see him do Nightmare. That could have been very.
Although part 2 is growing on me.
I do like part 2, and I like what it is and what it's become, but I would like to see him do a Freddy movie.
You got any negatives you want to bring up before I jump into the positives?
Well, I kind of talked about all of mine, and mine, like I said, I came to terms with at the end of the movie only because I thought that I was going to find, like, this was the pilot to the series, and now where do we go from here? Now we're going to see where we go from here. And I'm gonna know why that the fucking, the dream was happening, and did all this really happen, and what's going on with this, that, and the other thing. What's the fortune teller? Does she come back into play? But I got a feeling none of that's happening, and I'm just gonna be left with questions. But you've seen some of the sequels. So you guys know better than me. I've
seen all but the last one. I never watched.
I saw 2 and 3.
Is the worst because it had like production issues where they, funding got cut, and then they weren't even going to release. They just kind of crammed some stuff together and put it out because they had to.
Oh, like a Hellraiser movie.
I think worse, to be honest, from what I'm hearing about it.
I don't know.
From what I'm hearing about
it. That's a tall order, man.
But at least it was always written as a Phantasm movie.
That's true. Yeah, you couldn't really just throw Phantasm into a random thriller script and make it work. Hellraiser.
You couldn't do it Hellraiser either.
It didn't work.
Goddamn tried.
They figured out ways to force feed it.
We're just gonna put Pinhead in this scene real quick. Here we go. All right, things that you liked about this movie.
Let's get into the good.
You get 5 of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get into the good. And I like a lot more things than I dislike about this movie, but I definitely had 5 things I disliked, though. I'll just say this before I get into the positive. Didn't like this movie as much as I used to when I rewatched it.
Okay.
I'm not saying I didn't like it.
And see, me, I'm the opposite.
I used to like it more.
I liked it a lot more than when I was little because I mean, dude, you got to understand. If I'm a 5-year-old kid watching this, that shit is going to confuse the hell out of you. I mean, today is a 46-year-old.
I'm 43 years old, and it still confused the hell out of me.
Right, it's confusing, but see, much more when you're a kid. You're just like, I don't know.
And I'm glad you brought up the budget because it ties in to my fifth favorite thing about Phantasm 1979 is the ambition and the execution of this for $300,000 was impressive, especially when you consider it was weekend shoots over like a year and a half or 2 years or whatever.
Oh yeah, it was in production for a total of 3 years.
Right, and you got to think too, the editing time, especially with all the cuts. Like, wow, like 300,000. You like now, like
so they started in 76,
sure,
and they finished closer to 79 when it was released.
But yeah, you got to think, man, like for a production that took that long. That's really not that much money for what they were able to accomplish.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah.
So, and again, it is confusing. There are unanswered questions, but that's Coscarelli's and his vision.
Mm-hmm.
And he put on the screen what he was going for.
Right on.
Might be a little bit too convoluted for some people, me, but I respect the hell out of what he was able to do for $300,000. My number 4 favorite thing about this is the fake, but it doesn't matter, marble hallway set.
Oh yeah, that wasn't. You know that was balsa wood and like
plastic and shit.
Yeah, plastic. Like like contact paper.
That $300,000 budget would have turned into $3 million budget real quick if you brought in real marble.
Well, I would have assumed that they just used an old mausoleum.
Or that too. That's true. But yeah, that just visually, the camera loves that setting.
Yeah.
Especially that when that first shot of the boy. And he, the tall man comes in the background and it makes him look even bigger, the perspective.
Speaking of that, the first time we see the tall man and Jody, and Jody's actually almost as tall as the tall man. The tall man, if I'm not mistaken, is 6'5". He might be 6'6".
That's the librarian over there.
He's 6'4", but he shrunk to 6'1".
Was he 6'4"? Okay,
he was 6'4", 6'4". But he had a debilitating disease, and he shrunk down to 6'1", like later on in life.
It's still a pretty tall guy.
That's like my height.
It's still tall.
But they use camera tricks and put undersized clothing on him to make him look bigger.
And for this scene, they did the old Andre the Giant Vince McMahon gimmick. Yeah. Because this guy was almost there's a very famous interview, Vince McMahon in a pink suit interviewing Andre back in the 70s, and Andre looks, and he is massive, but he looks even more massive. Vince comes up to like here on him. And Vince is 6'4".
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah. So what they did was they had Andre stand on a crate, and that's what they did with the tall man in that scene.
Yeah, it's worked perfectly. But just that set in and of itself, like
tall boy. I was thinking about beer.
Tall boys. But that set in and of itself, even without the action that happens there, and I'm going to get to that. That alone, it's just stunning visually.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's like one of the most. It's pretty, but it's also creepy.
Yeah,
it's great.
They did a great job with it.
And then my number 3 ties into that. My number 3 favorite thing are the spheres and their design themselves.
The sphere is pretty awesome,
right? And it ties into that hallway because
I need one of those for the collection.
Yeah, those are so cool. And again, the kill itself with the sphere was a little over the top. Some of it a little cheesy with the blood, but the sphere itself was great.
I love those spheres as a kid, man. I always wanted one to throw.
And then dude comes and just fucking blasts it with a shotgun.
Yeah, he's skeet shooting the thing out of the air. Like,
oh yeah. Oh, don't worry if I miss.
You're done, man.
Yeah. Oh my god. But no, I guess they hired a guy to design them, and he did it for $1,100. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, the guy passed away just before the movie came out, so he never even got to see his creation on the screen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
forget his name. I don't have it here.
Yeah, I didn't write it down either.
But he was like not a movie effects guy, but a guy that designed like crazy shit like that. So it was perfect,
The guy that made my They Live gumball machine, he has a Phantasm gumball machine with that sphere.
Yeah. My number 2 favorite thing about Phantasm 1979, Fred Myro's score.
Okay, so you did like it. I thought
Assist to Malcolm Seagrave, because he was involved in this one too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly Fred Myro, who actually does have a lot of credits before and after.
Some that he's done?
Yeah, he did Soylent Green. I know that.
Cool.
That's a big movie with how many award-winning, like Academy Award-winning actors and nominated actors are in that? Like
Charlton Heston, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's the main one in that one.
Yeah.
There's so many big names in there that plays like small.
I think I seen that on. I want to say I seen it like Big Chuck and Little John. They were showing.
Sure. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Some late night movie thing, and it was probably that.
And that's like 1970-ish. I want to say. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not 100% sure. But he'd already been like, that's why, for a budget as small as theirs, I'm surprised they were able to get him, because he was already like a known music guy. He'd done a lot of scores. He went on to do Phantasm, I believe 2 and 3, and then he passed away. And then the guy who did a little bit of the cues, Malcolm Seagrave, brought him back for 4 and 5. Who didn't really do any more work after this first one.
Right on.
But they brought him back to do the later ones. So I have to mention, because they do credit both of the guys, but I don't know this. So if anybody's like a huge Phantasm person and they can like correct me. Yeah. But I think Fred Myro is like 90% of this score. And Seagrave just had like a little bit. But, they both got credit. They weren't like a team that worked together on others, So. But yeah, the score is my second favorite thing overall in general. It's very good. But again, my 5th least favorite thing was some cues were used too much.
Okay.
And my number 1 favorite thing, what can it be besides Angus Scrimm? Because he's fucking impeccable.
Yeah, he was definitely awesome. He's definitely perfect. Creepy.
Yeah.
He's definitely an iconic character.
Yes.
In horror.
Boy.
Yeah.
Just chills down your spine. And again, I thought the rest of the acting was so bad that his stood out even more on the So yeah.
I would have liked to see more of him and Mike, like that whole dynamic of him and the kid.
A little bit more.
But you hated the kid,
maybe. Yeah.
So, or maybe him and a kid, maybe in a sequel. Who knows?
You would toy with him a little more.
Yeah.
But there were some parts.
So you're here. We still got dogs barking.
Yeah. I brought him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not my dog. My dog doesn't bark.
My cat's passed out, so it ain't him.
Yeah, he was just beep, beep.
So any positive aspects you guys want to mention that I didn't, and then we'll grade this thing?
No, I think we nailed everything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I watched it again for free. See, the thing about horror movies back then, it was like a lot of the action didn't happen till the end of the movie, and then it was over.
Yeah.
And well, with certain exceptions, of course, but that was one of them. I remember watching it, and it had gone on for a while. I'm like, fuck. And then next thing I know, it's the end of the movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this shit, But the score of it was so awesome. I love that fucking late 70s.
I'm gonna get it on vinyl as soon as I can. It's pretty expensive though.
It kind of gave some Fright Night vibes.
Yeah, it's true. But Megan was right. They did. Oh my God, Tiki.
I know he's on a roll tonight.
Crackoon is bigger than Phantasm. I don't know about that. The girl in Crackoon's better looking than the girl in Phantasm, that's for sure.
Girl in Phantasm looks good.
Yeah, girl in Crackoon, no.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, she's not just a flux. She's in many B movies and dabbled in the porn a little bit. You could Google her and find her doing some porn.
As in capacitor.
As a capacitor, yes.
Did she raise your heart rate to 1.21?
21 gigawatts.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. Who wants to grade this thing first?
I give it a C.
You give it a C?
I give it a C.
And that's where I'm at, is a C.
Mm.
It had some really good parts, some really bad parts. And I think looking back on this franchise, from what I'm hearing from you guys in the comments, this C that I thought was going to turn into a B or B plus later when I found out the answers to all my questions is going to turn into a D or a D minus when I don't. So I'm going to go with the C.
Stop the presses.
Yeah.
Here is the first official time we've all reviewed a movie as a trio, and I rated it higher than both of you guys. This is a
Shit.
Oh wow, yeah.
Retrograde must be over.
Honestly, I was expecting Ryan to shit all over this movie. I don't know. I was expecting him to come in guns blazing and do to this what he did to The Beyond. I thought he would hate this movie.
It's a B.
And especially after reviewing The Beyond with him. And I'm so excited to do The Beyond. And it's not my favorite Fulci movie, but I'm just really into Fulci. And I expected him to, like I said, at least to score. And he was like, no, that was the worst part. What are you talking about?
I covered that, JP. That was one of my favorite things, what they were able to do for such a small budget, especially over a longer period of time, because the longer it takes you, the more money you have to put into it. Because you got to factor in editing and everything. So, yeah, it's impressive.
Megan thinks that Crackhoon is a better movie. So you got that going on there.
Well, she said she laughed so hard. What, D- from Tiki?
Yeah, but
Not
she
F,
agree
Tiki?
with that statement.
Not an F, Tiki? Not an F?
Just above it. F+. How about that? And, of course, JP agrees with Ryan. It's a B. You act like we gave it, so far away from the grade you guys did. C is not far from B. It's almost the same thing.
C is the bar.
Yeah. You got it slightly above the bar. And again,
C+ is slightly above the bar.
If I get the answers that I want, and I know I'm not going to, it would probably move it to a B+. But now you guys have ruined this for me and have told me I'm not getting any of the.
You have the answers. He changes
all the questions. Yeah. I guess that's what you're going to do. I think that's what's actually going to happen. Just when you think you get all the answers, I change the questions.
Right. And I'm pointing to
Roddy
Piper and the gumball machine.
In the They Live gumball machine. Oh, man.
Because that doesn't really work for,
Tiki says, I'm a fan of fine arts.
Yeah, we know. I've seen his collection.
Oh, Jesus.
Got that
man.
Jessica Flex collection of fine art.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee he has more than one of her movies. Wait until you get to 5. 5, I'm gonna, 5, just because what I know about what happened with it and how it wasn't, it wasn't really complete and everything like that. I'll grade it accordingly, but I'll at least understand why it's bad. All righty then. So you guys got anything else you guys want to talk about? That was Phantasm 1978. 79. We are going to get to part 2, 3, 4, and 5 ultimately.
It's the year you were born. How do you flub that?
Yeah, it happens. And again, this month, August, we are going to do a show or two about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So we are going to, the first one we do, depending on when we get to it, will either be the interview with Adam Marcus or it'll be a review of Texas Chainsaw Part 1. And that probably will take us through the month of August because we have the interview with Territor's Troy. So, yeah. And then we'll get back to Phantasm.
Fantastic.
It'll be fantastic.
But here's the beautiful part, though. We don't have to watch 11 of them, only 5.
Only 5 of them. That's
4
it.
More.
And they're all about an hour and a half long. I went through and checked the lengths. Part 2, though, is not streaming anywhere. So if you don't own it, you'll have to buy it. It's $2.99 to rent on Fandango or whatever they call it.
That's the only one that's not available to stream for free right now.
I'll rent it, and I could even stream it through here for you guys to watch if you guys want to do that.
I'll rewatch it.
I know I'm saying, but if you don't want to pay the $2.99, I could pay the $2.99, set it up through StreamYard.
Yeah, I'll figure it. We'll worry about that when the time comes.
Yeah, we'll worry about that when the time comes. So next week we're going to talk haunted houses. We're going to talk territories, and that's going to be fun. Unless he has that thing going on that might happen, and then at that point we'll pivot to something else. But I will keep you guys posted on the page.
You can always pivot to Chainsaw.
Yeah, we can do that. That's an easy one to get to.
Yeah.
So, all right, there you go. So next week we'll either do Texas Chainsaw Part 1 or we'll do Territories. It'll be one or the other.
Tiki's offering rental of his VHS copy.
$4.99 a 2-day rental.
Now is that
what a deal?
I get it on a Friday. I don't have to bring it back to
Yeah, I mean, how does that work? So if it's a 1-day rental in that aspect, I literally rent it and give it right back to him.
It says she gives it a C. It would have been a B when I saw it when I was younger. And again, I'm the opposite. I liked it better. I liked it better now than when I was younger.
I didn't like it as much as I used to. I would have graded it higher when I was younger.
Yeah. Weird how that works.
Well,
Different things grow on you.
I look at things through a slightly different lens now.
Yeah. So, Territories or Texas Chainsaw next week. Do the buy a coffee thing, buy a t-shirt, tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend, bring people in, like, subscribe, all the things. And until next week, somebody
stay cool, freaky frighteners.
And there goes the neighborhood.
I can't find the gimmick.